Hey, this is Jessie and Nichols George, and I wanted to share with you some work that I have put out, and it's called Activating Compassion. And I've got 2 books out right now, Activating Compassion and Activating Compassion The Workbook. So these are really wonderful. What I've done with these is I've taken these gigantic concept of compassion. Normally we think about compassion, we think, oh, that's that person out there that's the monk or sitting in a temple someplace and they're praying all the time and they're just sitting around meditating all day long and they have nothing else to do with their life, right? But how does that apply to me? Because the everyday person, we don't have that. We're not doing that. So what I did was take that big giant principle and show how we can implement compassion in our everyday lives. And I wonder how many of you have thought about, have you changed a life? Can you change a life with simply bringing principles of compassion into your life? So what if I told you that you could possibly literally save a life with a 30-second gesture, like holding a door open for somebody? It can create a whole cascading set of events that literally leads to saving a life. Okay? And what about just giving somebody a smile? We forget about that today, how important a smile is, how important it is just to say hello to somebody. These are all little acts of compassion, of caring, of bringing the principles of compassion into your life. And this is so important. You can take it further, obviously, with helping neighbors and things like that. Now, the next question that oftentimes comes up is, yeah, so I start on this path of compassion, but then what about me? Do I then have to give up all of my time? Am I in service to everybody all the time? I don't get any time for me? Absolutely not, because a big part of compassion is learning how to be compassionate with yourself. If you haven't given to yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to have what you need to give to other people. Okay? So your time for you is just as important. Also, with the principles of compassion, it's going to help you to learn through activating compassion in your life. It's going to help you learn how to step on your path, how to live your passion, how to become your passion, and how to put your passion out there and even make a bigger difference on the world if you choose to do so. So you can take it at whatever level that you want. It's about learning that there's really easy, simple things, and by opening our eyes and seeing with more than just our physical eyes, we're going to start seeing the real important things in life. We're going to be looking beyond just the basics of things. And we're going to be releasing those judgments, which are also going to be releasing judgments about ourselves. And that's going to help us remove blocks and obstacles on our path. That's also going to help us realize that there's so much more out there. And when we realize that maybe somebody isn't yelling at us because they're angry at us, maybe they're having a really, really difficult time in their life. Now, that doesn't mean they should be yelling at us, but it helps us realize that there's always more to the picture than what we can see. So I definitely encourage to get your copy of Activating Compassion and Activating Compassion, the workbook today. You can find the hard copy books on Amazon.com and through CreateSpace.com. Also, if you go on my website, Jessie and Nichols George 1, that's the number 1.com, and actually right below the screen here in the show description on YouTube, it has those links typed in for you of how to get to my webpage. And you just go into the products there. I've also got some bookstores listed where you can buy the book in person. Another thing that you'll want to do is follow my Compassion Tour. There's all kinds of options there where you can contribute to my Compassion Tour through my Indiegogo campaign. You can find out more about that. I've got a great YouTube video for that, so check that one out as well. And also on Awakenings 360, as well as Eventbrite. So my page on Eventbrite is jessieandnicholsgeorge.eventbrite.com, and that will list all the book signing tours and everything I have going on. So even if you buy your copies online, then you can bring them in and I'll be happy to sign them for you. Absolutely no problem doing that. I would love to do that. Also, following the workshops, there are times on some of the workshops or some of the retreat situations that I'm giving books away, or that I might have them available for purchase, for example, at a fundraising event, so that we can help that great fundraiser out. Because 90% of what I bring in on a fundraiser goes back out to help the organization. So there's some really awesome things going on that you can check out more. Also, if you need to contact me or you have some questions about my work, you can do so by emailing me at jessie@jessieandnicholsgeorge1.com. And thank you so much for checking out my work and for getting involved in activating compassion in the world. This is going to change it and change your life as well. Thanks so much. Namaste.